Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Trap with Rolled 740 Inc. I'm back. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna get back on this. I'm sorry. Been kind of down and out for a while, physically and mentally. It's a grind for sure, just to stay up, stay alive, stay focused, stay positive, and keep going, and still try to be kind. I think it's hard. You got to remember that everyone's going through some shit. You don't know what it is, but having a bad day, somebody cuts you off, anything could set anyone off, and you got to remember you don't know what they're going through. And I got to check myself. I'm guilty of that too. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick just to say that I'm going to get back on it. And I just left. I'm in front of my doctor's appointment, and I don't know how many of you have dealt with like a really bad hardship, or you've been in the hospital, or a family member's been in a hospital, but I was in the hospital almost 6 months in Loma Linda ICU and the rehab center, and all of that. And for a time, I was fully paralyzed head to toe. They call it locked in because I have a form of Guillain-Barré, or CIDP, the chronic version. It's a very severe variant, um, and there's not much to do with it. We don't know where to go. We're literally writing the book as we go, and it's scary when, like, you look at your doctors, you feel like they have to know everything, right? And they're a neurologist, you know, or I have, well, what is he? A brain rehab, physio, neurology. I mean, these guys got titles. They went to so much schooling, and they don't know what to do. And the bottom line is, it comes down to this. In with I said with the intro, with checking yourself and being kind, you don't know what people are going through. Yes, to a certain degree, but doctors these days just don't give a fuck. Flat out. They don't care. This is a job to them. You come in, you deal with you for 4 seconds, then you leave, and they go to the next thing. They don't think about you again. I was in the hospital, right? I was fully paralyzed. I was clinically dead for 3 days. They called my family and came in, say your goodbyes. He's gonna die. And I'm back now, and I'm trying to, like, get through life. And I live 3 months at a time. I get rituximab treatment, and it helps me keep the CIDP from eating my body from the inside out. So 3 months at a time, I do this, and I get worse, and I get better. I take one step forward, three steps backwards, and it's hard to mentally stay there with it. But when I leave the doctor's appointments, like, there's no person who's behind the scenes trying to, like, do a deep dive into this and figure out what's really wrong with me, or how to fix it. Or, millions of people. This is it's becoming more and more popular. It's they say it's super rare, the variant I have, but the base variant of Guillain-Barré, or, you know, CIDP, there's quite a few people that have it. It's like 1 in 100,000. There's still a lot of people that have that. And when you see more and more on commercials that, this vaccine may cause GBS. That's what it's short for, is Guillain-Barré syndrome. So if you see that, that's what that is. But I just had to jump on here because I just left my doctor's appointment, and this fucking guy, he doesn't even look at me, examine me, do the basic neuro test of side to side touch, feel, heads, same side, same feeling, all the numbness. He didn't even do that. He doesn't even look at me. Excuse me. And basically, I had a bit of a breakdown. I was, where are you going? You're walking out of the door. He's like, yeah, I've refilled the script. Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not just here for medicine. Like, I need you to examine me. Like, look at me. Look at my charts. And then we go through the same bullshit again. I've been with this guy for like the last 4 or 5 months, and this particular doctor's pain management. and that's hard to deal with, because the narcotic situation in the world. And with me, I have a lot of neuro pain, so it's a non-narcotic medicine, a lot of it. And he's just like, here's your script, you can go. And I'm like, please examine me. And then I got to fill out this stuff. He's like, I can't treat you anymore if I can't get all your records from the last 2 years sent over from Loma Linda Medical. And I've filled out that release 6 different times. And he's like, I can't get a hold of your doctors, your psychologist, your neurologist, your other pain management, your PCP. I can't get a hold of any of they don't. I was like, how hard is it? Call them right now. Like, pick up the fucking phone. Here's my charts, right? Like, I can log into this thing and it says all my information, all my tests, all my imaging, MRIs, surgeries, blood transfusions, everything that's been done to me, every test that's been done to me over the last 2 fucking years. Here, log in as me. Here's my phone, and do your research. Do your fucking job. Like, you're a doctor. I know. Pay respects to the doctor. They have the God complex because they're in charge of, they know everything. They did all this schooling, right? But it's like, holy fuck, put it to use. And then, like, some of my doctors, like, I've been discharged, like, they drop me. They're like, I can't treat you anymore if you're gonna act like that. I'm like, all I expect from you is to actually do your job. If I have to jump on and, like, give you a phone number because you don't know how to contact Loma Linda Medical, like, I have to find the fax number. I have to fill out these forms to get my other forms sent. Like, why do I have to do your fucking job just so you'll treat me? And treating me is not just refilling a script. Like, let's do some research. Let's do some testing. Let's look at other people. Like, they just published a case study on me from my neurologist and several of the neurologist team at Loma Linda. They finally published my case study of severe CIDP variant NF155 IgG4 positive, and the treatment with IVIG being ineffective or resistant, and Plex or plasmapheresis also not working. So that you gotta think, what else is there? Okay, there's rituximab. It's considered experimental because it's for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but it's giving me some suppression. It's supposed to be for 12 months at a time. It gives me 3 months. So for 3 months at a time, it helps keep this at bay. So what else do we have? Like, who's doing the research on this? The dude that was supposed to be the top guy, right? Dr. What's his name? Dr. Richard Lewis over at Cedar Sinai in LA, right? I went to see that dude a couple times. No showed me. I saw his fellow, the whatever fellowship doctors in there. And they're imaging people, and and then you got your EMG done, and like they electrocute you. But after that, nobody's really looking into it. And you have the CIDP Foundation International, great group, a great support group for anyone out there that has any of these diseases or has a family member that has these diseases. Um, and so they're looking at options, but I feel like any of the new IVIGs that are coming out, the side effects far outweigh the benefits. And then you start to look at, like, where did, if you're going to go all the way through to where did this come from? This is, vaccine related. And then 2 weeks later, like, I'm paralyzed in the hospital from head to toe. And then it's like, what legal action is there? Where do you go to? And no attorney will touch it. They say that's for this other, health organization, like this national, whatever the fuck it is. They'll handle all the cases at once. So basically, it'd be like case law kind of thing. And there was just precedent set in California recently about whether the COVID is actually a vaccine. So maybe that will help. I don't know. So I sent, I filled out the thing to deal with those attorneys. And then 8 months later, I just got a response the other day that you had 1 year from the time of you figuring it out to fill out the lawsuit. So it's like, at that time I was still fully paralyzed. How the fuck am I supposed to know that you gotta, if find an attorney and do something like, do you know how much these medical bills are? The treatments alone that I get every 3 months are $60,000 every 3 months just to stay alive. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody knows. Nobody's digging into it. Nobody's looking. Nobody's researching. But I am, and I'm fucking fed up. And I'm trying to stay positive, trying to keep going, trying to be kind. But I'm also really angry. I'm upset about it. And I have some people that contact me through doing this, doing this web channel, this YouTube channel, and other, social media platforms. And they're like, what do I do? Where do I go? And I've helped a few folks, not kill themselves. And some other folks got them to the right facility so that now they can progress and move forward and start to walk and live again. And that was awesome. But I'll post up here the link for the case study. I hope you don't have to purchase it. I had to purchase it to read the full article. It's like a 4-page article, or you can buy the entire, what is it? It's like four, I think, for a year they put out for this neuromuscular medical journal. I think they put out not episodes, albums, whatever the fuck it is, series. I don't know. Put up the link here, and we got new stuff coming out. I'm getting the book going, which I'm going to turn into a film. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up. I just want to jump on and say I appreciate everyone. I love you guys. Um, but I'm also angry, and I'm like, fuck you guys to some people. And that's fine. They don't want to treat me anymore, whatever. I'll find another person that's not going to do their job. But sometimes there's kind, good medical practitioners and nurses and respiratory therapists. You people know who you are, you nurses out there that took care of me. I appreciate you. Respiratory RPs, Charlie, you're my boy. I fucking love you. You know that. Um, I just want to say thank you to my family for helping me along, and you folks out there. And new stuff coming, so stay up. Love you guys. Peace. Let's get going.